Hello everyone, it's WMI Productions, and I should probably change my name because it's pretty long. Anyway, this is my attack on the Mandalorian camp MOC, and I actually finished building it in January or December, but I only decided to make a video about it now. So the basic story behind it is that there's this Mandalorian colony or clan or whatever living in this camp on this icy snowy planet, and they are attacked by the not so developed natives, and somehow the Mando team got to knowing it, and they came to help their fellow Mandalorians. Well, not the whole Mando team, just one part of it, the ones that deserted from Maul's super commandos. And yeah, you might already be familiar with the Mando team from my Instagram posts if you watch those and read the captions. So our first up is here on the left. Here's the youngest member of the Mando team, fighting off one of the natives with his vibroblade and plasma shield. I believe that's what it is. And right next to them is the heavy of the team, with his Clovarm Customs minigun, who is defending his comrades from these two attackers. One of them uses double axes and the other one has a crossbow and a spear. And one of my favorite details about this whole thing is this guy, this bark trooper, frozen into the ice. This whole thing is set in the Imperial era, so he has been here for a couple of years now, probably. And I like the way it turned out. There's a droid's head he probably took with himself before he fell into the lake and froze to death. And yeah, afterward, behind all this, you can see the fence, which is not very fancy, but it has some icebergs on it at least, and the top and the layers between are covered by snow. And I just moved an iceberg. Not iceberg. I've been saying iceberg, but what I meant was icicle. I didn't know that word. Sorry. So yeah, behind the fence you can see the interior of the base. Oh, come on. One of the plates from the tent just fell. That has never happened before. So yeah, here's the interior of the base. You can see the geared up Mandalorians running outside to fight the attackers. And here there's the two leaders of this small clan, and the leader of the Mando team, shaking hands. Yeah, there are 3 tents, 2 of which are for sleeping and such, and they can perfectly fit this amount of Mandalorians inside them. And the third one is the one I used for storage, and there are even some things to store in it. You can see that there are crates, some bags, supplies, even a CAC heavy rocket launcher, and the roof is back. I'm not really satisfied with the roofs, to be perfectly honest. I don't really like the way they turn out. They're a bit too blocky for me, but I couldn't really think of any other way to make them. Okay, now next to this storage tent there's a little guard tower, which you'll be able to see better from a different angle when we're on the other side. And next to that, a campfire, and they were probably doing some barbecue because there's some meat they had to leave there to fight the attackers, and also some kind of soup. Okay, let's go to the front side. The front of this whole thing is not that big, of course, but focus, please, thank you. But there's quite something going on. This is the other favorite, other than the clone trooper frozen into ice. This Mandalorian killed this attacker and then was ambushed by the guy with the axe, and she got cornered, and who knows what will happen next. Only her sidearm left with her. There's her knife and the rifle she was using on the ground. And then there's this attacker. And that's pretty much all. Oh yeah, we have this little gate here. I used a few General Grievous arms to finish it. And it can, of course, open and close, but that looks pretty stupid this way, if you ask me. Next is the other long side. This is what I was planning on calling the back part of it, but there's more action here than anywhere else, pretty much. So yeah, there's one of the members of the Mando team with the CAC crossbow attacking the leader of the attackers. That sounds weird. And the leader has a shield, the only one of these orc-like creatures who does, and he has supporting fire from that other guy. And shoulder to shoulder with the Mando team member is fighting one of my favorite Mandalorian customs, whom I will be uploading more detailed photos to my Instagram. So this could be called a little teaser. And that's pretty much it about it. This part, yeah, that's not the best looking. That's why I was gonna say that it's the back, but it didn't really turn out that way. And yeah, here's the guard tower, where one of these brown Mandalorians with the Jake's eyes on his helmet was standing guard, and probably he was the one who noticed that they are under attack. And now that really is pretty much it. Thank you very much for viewing this video. I wasn't gonna say that subscribe and like and such, because if you want to, you will. If you don't, you don't. If you didn't like the video, then press dislike. And yeah, I was WMI Productions, and thank you very much for watching my video.